is up, good people? Jungling here. Hope you're doing well. I'll do a lot of videos that are critical of XRP Ledger or Ripple in one way or the other. And the most common comment I get here lately is, why don't you just sell your XRP then? Thought I would address that here. From a historical standpoint, if you look through early bear market, mid-cycle, XRP is a bleeder. You get smoked versus Bitcoin and Ethereum. And that's played out again this time around. Just look at the value of your portfolio. If you have XRP, if you bought XRP, and compare that to if you would have had Bitcoin or Ethereum. But historically, from where we stand here, this is the best moment to hold XRP. If we just go back to 2020, if you bought XRP September 2020 and you bought Bitcoin, Ripple would be sued just a few months later, torpedoing the value of your investment, and XRP still outperformed Bitcoin from that moment to the top of the market. XRP was the faster horse. This time around, I think it's going to be more extreme. Now, make no doubt about it. Bitcoin has greatly improved. More adoption, more money inflowing. We got ETFs, all sorts of stuff. Fine. But XRP is next level. It went from being essentially outlawed on the US market to now being back on every single crypto exchange there is. The US isn't the entire global crypto market, but it's a big part of it. That's going to make a major difference. You can go on exchanges people actually use and just buy it direct with your fiat currency. It's going to be massive. There's all sorts of advancements and exciting things going on with XRP. I think XRP from here to the top of the market is the faster horse. And I'm not going to sell my XRP that I think is going to outperform because some clowns want to throw me out of a cult. I don't care what you say. Now, I think if you extrapolate that a little farther, you're holding 5, 10 years, it's very well you continue to get dominated in epic fashion. That's a different story, different game. But I think right now is a great time for XRP and it's going to perform well. That's the purpose. Now, if I'm wrong, I have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum. I've spent this whole, as I've been discussing, bear market cycle leading up to this moment for altcoins, diversifying in a lot of great cryptocurrencies. I'm poised, I'm ready, but XRP makes up a huge part of my portfolio still. I bought it from 2017 until the last day of trading on Coinbase, early 2021. And while things didn't play out the way I thought they would, the way I hoped they would, I still think I'm going to make an awful lot of money this bull run cycle. We'll see it play out. I'll admit if I was right or wrong. Not a problem. Now, one interesting thing, though, is this. Payments. We always assume payments would be the first, big use case for cryptocurrencies. I mean, Satoshi was trying to make a peer-to-peer payment system. And payments have really been the dog. But I think that's changing quickly, and some of that has to do with advancements of technology and adoption, but I think most of it has to do with regulations that are just around the corner, that are going to happen, and they're going to open this space up for your big players to jump in and start utilizing this technology as the tool it was designed for. And from what I see going on right now, I think there's really 3 approaches that could be used to facilitate payments with blockchain. The first one is using your traditional purpose-built layer 1s. This would be your XRP ledgers, your XLMs. And when you look at the full package, even though these are older blockchains, when you add up speed, cost effectiveness, and finality, that's an interesting component. Yet, when is the transaction final? Very important. These blockchains are still world-class for sending payments, for transacting value. And the fourth attribute you can tack onto those two that differentiate them from the rest is really their history, their proven resilience and security. They've been around much longer than a lot of these other chains. And I think that'll make them attractive options. Now, the next is your Gen 3 blockchains. This would be like your Solanas, your Suis, your Aptoses. These have much more capability. High TPS, massive throughput. They are even faster. Some of them, like Sui and Aptos, have even faster finality than XRP Ledger and XLM. But Solana, it lags behind. It's about 12 seconds before that payment is final. So it's a little bit of a mixed bag there. I think their big advantage is they have a lot more capability and programmability. You have full smart contract capability, all sorts of stuff, but you lack that, proven resilience and security over a very long period of time. You'd be a fool not to think that this is an option, that some people will go that route. But I think for being the backbone of payment systems, this might be more appropriate technology for gaming and stuff where you need high throughput, but it's not the end of the world if there's some downtime or there's an error. I just see that's the place for some of these Gen 3 blockchains, at least for now. And while both of those options are good options and ones people will explore, it's not where I see the big players going. Ripple, JP Morgan, PayPal, Stripe, and even BlackRock in a way. BlackRock's kind of building the infrastructure. They probably won't be directly a payments provider here. But if you look closely at the way Ripple is building out their system and JP Morgan Chase, the two mirror each other very closely, and a lot of other heavyweights in this space, it's really interoperable and purpose-built sidechains to route most of their payments, but it has to be interoperable, and they achieve that by tapping into these public blockchains. And this is attractive for a lot of reasons. Number one, they own that infrastructure, and they get all the fees that are taking place on those layer 2s or those side chains. They control the rules, they have privacy, and they're purpose-built, and only their payments are going on those rails. And so they're very fast, efficient, secure. And I think the first model of this really is Base. With Coinbase, they don't have their own coin. They just have this layer 2 where these transactions are taking place. And yes, they're trading monkey coins and poop emojis and stuff like that. But Coinbase owns that infrastructure. They make the fees. They're making $30 million a month. And so you can either build directly on the layer 1 where you make Chris Larson rich or Vitalik rich only, and you have no real ownership in that infrastructure, or you can build on an XRP Ledger sidechain or a Ethereum layer 2. And the greatness is with that, as you build that out, you can tap into Ethereum if that has the best liquidity and the best settlement. If Ethereum fees start rising and there's too much activity and it takes too long to settle out a payment, you can settle onto the XRP Ledger. You can tap into Avalanche and all sorts of other blockchains, using them as trading hubs. And that's also interesting because what do we see going on with XRP Ledger right now? Is it streamlined just for payments? No, they're really building it out into a trading hub, one where all these side chains or layer 2s can tap into and settle out and exchange value more as a trading hub than a payment layer. And it looks like that's what Ripple is really planning to do even with their own payments, sending them over these private side chains, these purpose-built rails, but you have to use still those public blockchains to make things interoperable, to make payments settle with finality without a third-party intermediary. And I believe that long-term will be kind of the way this builds out. And it helps the people that are adopting your infrastructure because they're getting ownership. They have a lot of control over what their customers are doing when they're in their side chain, their layer 2. But you're still leveraging that open source public blockchain to settle in a trustless manner. And what this means is it can open the playing field for a lot of blockchains. XRP Ledger, fast, efficient, great. You can settle payments there when appropriate. Ethereum has all the liquidity, all the action. Great, you can tap into that. You have a lot of optionality here. And I think this is kind of the way we're going. This multi-chain future, payments really, blockchain-based payments going to the next level, mass adoption, every entity, using this technology to route all their payments, just in a little bit different form than we always thought. So back to the original premise, that now is a great time to own XRP, but maybe not over long stretches of time. Things change. Things change quickly within blockchain. I made the comment that payment-based use cases have really been the dog in blockchain, but that switch is going to flip, and it really may be all the focus here. It may be one of the first mass adoption use cases. It seems to be the way things are going now. Lastly, I brought up the other day some of my biggest complaints about the XRP Ledger. Regulations. We see FIT 21. It requiring that control groups don't own too much of the supply. It's possible some of this stuff comes together and the landscape totally changes. Ripple doesn't have, most of the supply. Things are built out a little bit different, where XRP Ledger is a trading hub where it could be really good at that type of thing, trading all sorts of value from digital yuan and dollars and gold and XRP and everything. It could be a wildly different future. We just have to see that start to emerge a little bit. And I absolutely can change my mind about XRP as a long-term investment. People will say you're flip-flopping, but different facts, as they present themselves, I'll change my strategy. Right now, it's XRP is going to be a rocket ship to the top of this market. I ain't going to catch the top, but I think I'm going to catch some great profit pulling prices, and I'm going to be pulling that lever big time. And we can reassess as we move through the next bear market. Things will change. You have plenty of opportunities to rebalance things out. And the last thing to remember is I'm just a guy at the microphone giving you my true opinions. And I think a lot of people, they've already sold out of XRP, and they just don't want to say it because it's not popular for videos. And it doesn't make, a lot of views, and it's just not great. I'm just trying to give you my honest opinion of where we stand now. If everything is so sunshine and rainbows and fantastic and, all part of the plan, then what the hell's been going on? Why have we not been having more success? Well, there's problems that need to be overcome, changes that need to be made. That's the truth. Everything is not great. Everything is not according to plan. And if every single video is, hey folks, XRP is the greatest thing since sliced bread, that's kind of disingenuous. And I just try to give you my real opinion the best I can. I'm not a blockchain developer. I'm not some financial guru. I'm just giving you from a regular day perspective what I actually see going on. And I believe XRP is going to be a rocket ship during this bull run. And personally, I plan to take advantage of that. And that's all this is. Just giving you my real opinion. Let me know what you think down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.